Hello everyone and welcome back to my little book nook. Today I am going to be talking about a few of my favorite books of 2024 so far and a few of my least favorite books of 2024 so far. If my sweater looks wet, I just took a shower, I just got back from the gym, I washed my hair, so my sweater has all these wet stains on them, which is fine, it's just water. But before we do anything, I want to talk about the book I'm reading first. And right now I am listening to I'll Be Gone in the Dark. Hello. Which is a true crime novel. It's actually the true crime book club pick from Gavin's Patreon. And I'm trying to get through that. It's about the Golden State Killer. There are some disgusting things in there. It's very, very informative, and I am disgusted at most parts. So, that's the book I'm reading. Okay, so the way I'm gonna do this is first I'm gonna talk about a book I enjoyed, and then I'm gonna talk about a book I didn't enjoy. And then to bring it back up, I'm gonna talk about a book I enjoyed, and then talk about a book I didn't enjoy. So I'm gonna just hop back and forth through these books. My first favorite of the year was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I think about Joshua pretty much every day. Like, he is the perfect man for me. I love Joshua. Okay, so this is about a girl named Lucy, and she works at a publishing house. And her publishing house has merged with another publishing house, and Joshua, the main male character, is from said other publishing house, and they share an office. And they hate each other. So they let each other know that by playing games. There are many, many games that they play. They do staring contests. They mirror each other. They constantly say they're going to HR if someone does something. It's really funny. They're both fighting for a promotion. And even though they hate each other, they start hanging out more. And they're just really cute. I really like them. The Hating Game. If anyone knows anything as good as this, please hit me up. Because this was great. I really loved this. Okay, so on to a book that I didn't like. And I've briefly talked about this one before, and I'm still angry about it. And that is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. This book was the worst book I have ever read in my life. I regret every decision that has led up to me reading that book. I flipping hated it. Like, badly hated it. A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon is about Marielle, and she is a witch, and she is not very good at being a witch. Her best side of witchery is the plant side. She really loves plants, and she is good at taking care of the plants and growing them with her magic, but that is pretty much all she can do. And at some point, because her family is pressuring her to be a better witch, she decides to start practicing witchery by summoning things to bake with, because she loves baking. And instead of summoning flour, as in baking flour, she summons a demon. And that demon is a bit of a dick. His name is Osroth, and he's a bit of a dick. But he is tied to her, because if you summon a demon, you have to bargain your soul away. So she has to bargain her soul away. But she doesn't want to do that, because the summoning was accidental. She didn't mean to summon him, but she did. Somehow they found each other attractive at some point. They started screwing each other hard. These characters were very annoying. At some point, Marielle became a villain. And Osroth, the demon, who has a reputation of being one of the most fearless and terrible demons out there, becomes a lapdog for this girl. He literally lets one of Marielle's best friends fly him, because she's like a pixie or something. He lets this friend fly him from one place to another. But the only way they can do that is if he wraps himself in potato bags. He lets this friend fly him in these potato bags to save his girl. I thought you were the most fearsome fucking demon in the world, and now you're in a fucking potato bag. Fearsome where? Excuse me, fearsome where, sir? Anyway, I hated this book very much. The Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon was a 1 star, by the way. I couldn't go lower than 1. Otherwise I would have. So, to the next book. To one I did like, and one I gave 5 stars. And that was The Hobbit. I recently read the entire Lord of the Rings series, starting with The Hobbit. And I liked The Lord of the Rings a lot. But that was a long, long story. And this was quite short, quite fun. And I really, really liked this. I listened to it while reading along. And that experience was really, really good. I really liked the way Andy Serkis narrated this. He is really talented in narrating this. And I really love this. It's about Bilbo Baggins, who is a hobbit and who is basically recruited to be a burglar in a team of dwarves so that they can find the treasure underneath Smaug the dragon. And this story is just about how the entire journey goes. And I really love this. I really like the Lord of the Rings world. No wonder my cat's name is Frodo. I just really like the Lord of the Rings world. But as much as I love the Lord of the Rings, the book series, this was a full 5 stars. As the Lord of the Rings was a 4.5 for the first 2 and 5 for the last one. But this was just a full 5 stars. Because it's a very easy read. It's quickly digestible. It's really fun. Where the Lord of the Rings is a bit more dense. But yeah, The Hobbit, one of my favorite reads of this year. I really enjoyed this. Also, I really like this copy. I have the illustrated edition as well, but I really like this copy. I just really like these colors. Like, it looks like it's it looks like it's glowing. It's very pretty. Be like. Okay, so now for a book that I didn't like. And I gave this 2 stars. Not sure why I gave it 2 stars, because I didn't like it. And I probably should have gotten a 1 star. But I gave it 2 stars. And that was Kingdom of the Wicked. I seem to be having a theme where I do not like witches summoning demons. Because A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, the witch summons the demon. In the Kingdom of the Wicked, the witch summons the demon. I just seem to not like these kinds of books. Apparently, I love witches, by the way. Give me a good witch. I love witches. Okay, I recently read Kingdom of Ash. Manon, 10 out of 10. Love her. Amelia, not so much. Not so much at all. She's very annoying. She's very whiny. Okay, so Kingdom of the Wicked is about Amelia, and Amelia is a witch. She's also part of twins. Her twin sister, Victoria, is killed, and Amelia finds her dead twin sister with a strange man standing above her. And Amelia gets angry. Understandable. This stranger, just runs away. And Amelia finds out that the reason her sister died was because Victoria has been dabbling in a bit of dark magic, which is what she wasn't supposed to be doing. And to find the murderer of Victoria, Amelia starts dabbling in dark magic as well. And she finds a scroll with a spell which summons demons. And she uses it. Boy oh boy, guess who she summons? The dude standing over her dead sister. So she starts throwing punches, okay? Which doesn't work at all. But she doesn't have like any sense. So she doesn't think, oh, it's not working, I'll just stop and find something else to do. No, she just keeps going. She just tries to beat him. It still doesn't work. Eventually she stops. And he tells her once that he didn't kill her sister, and she's just like, okay, I believe you. He tells you once. Okay, whatever. He also tells her he can't lie because she summoned him, and because of that summoning magic, he can't lie to her. Which she also immediately believes. Okay, whatever. So together they start working to find the murderer of Amelia's sister, but also the murderer of all the other girls that have been murdered, pretty much. And apparently all of Roth is the demon she summons, by the way. He's a dick. He's also kind of cute, somehow. I somehow like him, sort of. But Amelia and Roth, they start working together, and Roth's brothers. Roth is part of one of the 7 deadly sins, which is basically what the story is about, the 7 deadly sins. Roth's brothers, Greed and Envy, they want Amelia because Amelia has a certain artifact that they need, which is the cornicello she wears, which is one of the horns of Hades, which they need to free Hades. At the end, Amelia is very annoying, thinks she is very powerful. Where? Don't know. She decides to marry Pride, which is the devil. So she's going to be taken to the underworld. And that's where book 1 ends. And it's terrible. I read it twice now, because the first time I read it, I thought I might not like it because I didn't like reading ebooks. The second time I read it, I did like reading ebooks, and I still hated the book. So, anyways, hated it a lot. Everyone was annoying. So yeah, there's that. Kingdom of the Wicked, 2 stars. Probably should have been a 1 star. I might still scoot it down to 1 stars, actually. Okay, so, to my all-time favorite reads of this year. And I'm gonna cheat a bit, because this isn't just one book. This is a series, a trilogy. And if you've watched basically any of my videos, you know exactly what book I'm gonna produce now. Because I cannot stop raving about this book. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it very short, because I've talked about this book a lot, and people might be getting sick of me by now. It doesn't matter. My all-time favorite of this year so far, which probably isn't going to be replaced anytime soon. Do I need to say it? Okay, so The Cruel Prince is my all-time favorite. All 3 5 stars. We love, we stan. Okay, so Cruel Prince is about a girl named Jude. Jude is a human. She and her sisters are taken to the fairy world, and the entire story is basically Jude trying to survive in the fairy world while everyone is trying to get her killed. But she's also trying to protect her little brother from having to be crowned king. So she basically fights everyone and kicks everyone's ass to keep her brother safe, and she falls in love in the meantime. We all know I love this series, and we all know this is probably not going to be the last time we see this series on one of my videos. I told you I was going to keep it short. And for the last book that I didn't like, I actually haven't finished it yet. I'm currently still reading this book, but I already know it belongs on this video. I think some people might be able to guess which book this is. And for those who aren't able to guess what book it is, it's Kingdom of the Curse. I hate this book with a passion. Wrath, still okay. I'm still good with him for some reason. Amelia can just fuck right off. In my opinion. She can just, bye bitch. Kingdom of the Curse starts where Kingdom of the Wicked left off. Amelia is taken to the underworld, and she is taken to the House of Wrath. And she thinks she's going to be married off to Pride. Turns out she's not. But Amelia, one thing I hate about this, well, there are a few things I hate about this, actually. One of them is that they still end sentences with witch. Or pet. Or demon. No. No, we're not going to do that. Fuck off. We're going to stop doing that. That still pisses me off, by the way. Another thing I hate about this book is Amelia doesn't know what the fuck she wants. At one point she says she doesn't mind wrath. 5 pages later she says she hates wrath. Not even 10 pages later she says she actually kind of likes wrath. Another few pages later, she actually says she hates Wrath and she'd rather have him die. She'd rather choke him to death. Girl, pick a lane! Pick a lane and stay there. You either hate him or you don't. Yeah, I get this is enemies to lovers. I get it. But you cannot be a fucking ping pong ball and go backboard. You can't do that. Girlfriend. Oh, yeah, right. One more thing I don't like about this. I think this author also doesn't really like Amelia. Amelia dies pretty much almost every day. If we count book 1, she got almost killed by some viper thingy. Okay? And Wrath had to save her. And then, in book 2, she almost died of hypothermia. And Wrath had to save her. Okay. And then, also in book 2, Amelia almost died of a fucking heart attack because of the cornicello she's wearing. And Wrath had to take her to some doctor thingy. Okay, that's 2 in book 2, okay? Twice in book 2, she almost died. And then, in book 2, I'm 70% in book 2 right now, yeah? So, she already died twice. Yeah? Okay. And then also in book 2, also in those 70% I've read in book 2, yeah? She nearly gets choked to death while she's sitting in the bathtub. In 70%, she almost dies 3 times. Like, I get it. You want to make life as traumatizing for her as you can. But don't try and kill her every corner of the way. There are other ways of making things traumatic. Use her past. I don't know, give her a fucking nightmare where her sister hates her. I don't know. Do something else to make things traumatic. Don't kill her every time. She doesn't have to die. Even for my standards. I'm reading this series for a vlog. So I'm gonna touch up on my entire thoughts in that vlog. But for now, it already belongs on the worst I've read this year. And I haven't even finished it yet. How bad is that? Also, I've been reading Kingdom of the Cursed for 5 days now. 5. Right? 5. And there are like, what, 300-400 pages in it? I read Kingdom of Ash, a book with 980 pages, in 4 days. 980 pages in 4 days, and this book, 5 days already, and I haven't even finished it. I don't think I'm gonna finish it today, either. That's how much I hate this. I just cannot. Anyways, those were the books I really enjoyed, and the books I really didn't enjoy. So that's gonna wrap up at the end of this video. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!